Welcome to the Thoughts of an Average Joe podcast. It is Taroy Jackson, man, your favorite average Joe. How's everybody doing, man? Hey, I know like eventually I'm gonna have to go back to work or whatever the decision is, but I'm enjoying this little, get the pie with y'all, show y'all, tell y'all how I feel being in my pajamas podding, I enjoyed it. Like, shoot, keep me out forever. Well, no, I don't want to say that, but I'm enjoying this, I'm saying it's not going to be a long episode, maybe like 20, 30 minutes. Just wanted to check in with everybody, see how y'all are doing. I'm doing the best I can do, That's it. Doing the best I can do. I'm here. But, I am your favorite average Joe. And today I wanted to touch on why being average is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like what it really means to be average. Most people in this world are average. You know what I'm saying? Like when did I know I was going to be average? Probably around like I would say 11th grade. I was hoping for a growth spurt and it didn't happen. And I wasn't really gaining no weight. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be average. I'm probably gonna be just that, your average man, I just wanted to touch on why men and women, who feel overlooked, undervalued, or pressured to be exceptional. Like, you don't have to be exceptional. It's okay to be average. I'm average. Am I exceptional at some shit? Sure. I would like to think that I'm exceptional at podcasts and editing, but I know there's other people that do it better than me, but I feel like that's one of my talents. Podcast and editing and, sports and everything about the Philadelphia sports except the Flyers. But, like for the most part, I'm average. Like, I got an average build, well, maybe a below average build, but I'm working on it. Y'all see the muscle though, right? Y'all see me out here flexing. Hey man, I've been in the gym. My little protein shake. I'm trying, but I'm average. I don't even think I'm the average height because I think the average height. Let's ask ChatGPT. I think the average height in a man is like 5'8". Let me see. Let's ask ChatGPT right quick. Let's ask him. What is the average height of a male and average height of a black male? I got it. I'm saying? We got to, get it in. Got to get it in. All right. The average height of males in the United States is about 5'9". Average height in black males is 5'10". Okay, so I'm definitely not average. I'm short as shit, but that's okay. I am short as fuck, but it's all right. So before we really get into it, man, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, The Average Show Media LLC. Do not forget to subscribe, man. Share with a friend, like, comment, all that. Help me get the algorithm up, man. I've been dropping these social medias. I've been dropping content on social medias. I appreciate the people that's been engaging with me. I'm trying to build this from the ground up. I'm not a fine female that can just come back after like 2 years away and then bam, everybody just, follows her. I'm just your average nigga, so your average Joe. I gotta build this shit from the ground up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on all my platforms. Average ATPC. That's the podcast Instagram. That's pretty much it. And the podcast, man. Thoughts of an Average Show podcast on Good Pods. Keep me ranked on there. Spotify, Apple, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all of that. Subscribe to the pod, man. Okay. The pressure to be great, right? I feel like there's a lot of people in the world that have pressure to be great because social media is glorifying constant success, hustle culture, and being the best. Like, you can live an average life and still be very successful. Like, I want you to know that, like, being average does not mean lazy. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses because you work a regular 9 to 5 and you may live paycheck to paycheck throughout certain parts of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to have the pressure to be like the best. And I know, like, people will be like, oh, you got to be better than average. You got to be the best of the best. When it comes to women don't like dating average. Women on social media will say they don't like dating average men, but then they'll go and marry an average man. Like, it's okay. If you stay true to who you are and to yourself, everything will work out for you. And I truly believe that. If you stay true to who you are, you know what I'm saying? You don't get lost in, oh, like, you know, hustle culture or, oh, like, tricking culture. Stay true to who you are. If you a trick, then be a trick. But if you just a regular nigga like myself, then just be a regular nigga, bro. Like, everything else is gonna work out for you. I promise you that. Like, it's okay to be average. Most of us are average, and they don't want to admit it. Most of us are average. We are average. I may love these vixens. Well, I may like on social media, like these video vixens, the BBL models, but the ones that I end up dating or being in a serious relationship are average women, average build. Me and Juice, I did an episode on this for Chilling with Juice. It probably will come out the week before this drops, but there was a statue made in NYC, and the artist had created an average build, and people were losing their fucking minds. They were losing their fucking minds. And it's like, what are we losing our minds about? It's okay to be average. Like, that's what an average black woman looks like. And people are like, oh, they didn't represent us right. And what? But that's what an average black woman looks like in today's society. I ain't talking about the ones that got their body done. You know, the ones that got the BBLs and the tummy tucks and the lipos. Like, no, I'm talking about what an average African American woman looks like. That's what it looks like. And I didn't understand the outrage. Didn't understand why it was such a bad, you know what I'm saying? Why it was so difficult. Like, why people took offense to it. Like, the pressure to be great. The narrative that creates unrealistic expectations. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, right? Our parents lived a very average life. And of course, like, you know, everybody's motto is, if my parents were here, I want to be here. And that's cool, right? But we got to remember that we're in a different economy. And you trying to keep up with the Joneses and having all the latest things, the latest clothes, what's the girlies call it, the Lululemon, the Coach bags, the Prada, the Dior. If you can't afford it, it's okay to be average. Ain't nobody gonna, like, we grown. Who's bullying you for not wearing regular shit? I promise you, my outfit is regular as fuck. Unless I'm going out and I'm putting the contacts in with the earrings and, you know, the haircut. Maybe one day I'll come on camera feel so I can see, like, outside of this, like, I do, you know, I dress pretty well from time to time. But for the most part, when you see me, black shirt, black sweatpants or a pair of sweatpants and some Crocs. And if it's cold, a hoodie. Just your average fit. Because, like, I'm not here to impress nobody. Like, who am I here to impress? Like, if you really want to see me in some dressed up shit, look at my Instagram. Like, I don't have to be dressed to the nines all the fucking time. For what? Like, for what? I mean, yes, if I want to feel good about myself, but I'm not about to put that much effort into shit. Like, I'm not. I'm just about to put on if I'm going to Walmart, I'm putting on the sweatpants, a black shirt, right? Sorry. Sweatpants, a black shirt, some Crocs, and I'm calling it a day. And I'm walking around with probably both my headphones in. It's probably singing out loud. People probably looking at me like, this nigga weird. But, you know, I'm a little weird. It's okay. and I'm going on about my day. If somebody want to stop me, they can stop me. Hey, I'll talk to you, but like I'm not like, I'm not. It's not that big of a deal to be. I got to be dressed to the nines. Like I am 30, about to be 36 in a few months. I have never, ever, ever owned a pair of Jordans. Never. I have owned 3 pair of LeBrons, and each pair of LeBrons that I have owned was a size too small. Was a size too small. For the longest, I thought it was a 9, but I'm a 9.5. So I was mad too because I bought them the Black History Edition. Oh, I can't remember what LeBron's day was, but that was so dope, and I wanted them so bad. Had to return them. Couldn't fit my size. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, like I just started getting into before I was wearing slides. Now that I wear shoes, what I got? I got a few pair of New Balances. I got some dress up Tommy Hilfiger shoes that I consider dress up. And I got the Pandas, the Nike Dunks. But I can't even wear those because those hurt my feet. But for the most part, I wear New Balances all day. I had some Adidas shoes, but I messed those up. So yeah, and I got some Filas. That's about it. I normally just wear New Balances. You know what I'm saying? I'm an average nigga. Like it's okay to be average. And I feel like for where I am in my life, I could be better. But for what has transpired in my life, I have done a pretty good job of maintaining the course and being pretty successful. There's a lot of people who don't make it to 35. It's a lot of people who are 35 and never had their own place or a new car. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be able to accomplish those things. Some people be like, oh, like, some people would be like, oh, that's small things, but it's the little things that matter in life. You can burn yourself out from trying to chase something that isn't for you, right? You can burn yourself out on trying to be social media famous. Like, I don't think people understand podcasting is a lot of work, but you know what else is a lot of work? Being a content creator. Like that is a lot of fucking work. And where do you balance where do you find the balance of sharing details of your life and living a private life? It's a fine line. And that could really happen, man. Comparison culture, like you can dead ass, and I've seen this happen with women who will dead ass be in a relationship, and because the nigga is average and you see some other fine shit, and you be like, oh, I'm gonna try to get him. And the fine shit, you get him and he treats you horrible and you try to go back to the average nigga and it's too late. You should have just stuck with the average nigga. There's nothing wrong with being an average guy, man. Like me, I'm your favorite average Joe. And y'all love listening to me, obviously. If y'all allow me to continue to talk to y'all love listening to me. Because sometimes I be on pure bullshit. But y'all love listening to me. Y'all find me funny. Don't get me wrong, I am funny. I'm one of the funny. I truly believe I am one of the funniest average niggas on the planet. It's just I'm not stand-up funny. And my comebacks, I don't really do a lot of comebacks because I could take shit too far. So I learned to, just got to eat it. Pause. But yeah, man, like, it's okay to be average. Like, I remember I did a podcast with Clint Coley a long time ago, right? And we were talking after the pod, and I was like, hey, how do I get to where you're at? How do I get to beat you? And he was like, bro, be yourself. Don't worry about being me, because the audience I may attract may not be the audience that you attract. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this podcast is for the everyday man and woman, more so man, but everyday person, man. Like, like we go through shit in life. Like, raise your hands. And you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you watching this, I wish I had the thing to zoom closer, but I don't. I need to get the fuck out. I wish I had a remote. But raise your hands. And you don't got to be embarrassed. How many of us living paycheck to paycheck? How many of us is living paycheck to paycheck? You know what I'm saying? Like, if something were to happen tomorrow, do we have savings in our account? I'll probably say about a good 50% of us do. Half of us do, half of us don't. We're living paycheck to paycheck. It's okay to be average. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen plenty successful average families who have been successful. Like, Look, before Bill Gates became rich, he was probably an average motherfucker. Like, a lot of people want the fame, but when they get the fame, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to handle it. They crash out. They burn out. Like, if you give the average person, right, $100,000, how many of them think they're going to invest? How many of them's gonna blow it on stupid shit? Oh, I gotta get Louis, I gotta get Prada, I gotta get the, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get a fancy car. Like, nah, like, if I ever would have hit it big time, the most I'm probably gonna get is, I got 3 cars I want. Either the RAV4, the Mitsubishi Outlander, that's the main car I want, the hybrid, or like maybe the Kia Telluride, but they don't have hybrid. So maybe another car like that, but it's hybrid. That's about it. So if I ever become famous, like, yeah, I may get new tech. Like, I may get a better camera or a few more cameras and another Rodecaster. And, you know, you may know will be signs. I'm able to keep my hair cut up all the fucking time. But I'm not going to do anything drastic. Like, I may live in a high-rise apartment just to say that I did it for a year, but after that, I'll probably move to live somewhere cheaper. Not the hood, but, you know, somewhere nice and affordable. You know what I'm saying? Like, my car, I'm not about to get a Bentley or Benz or a Beamer or a Range Rover just because I got money. Like, nah, because, like, listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. Just because I got money, right? Just because I make it big, I end up making it big and I got money, don't mean that I want to spend my fucking money. I'm still the same cheap, average nigga that came into this money. So, like, what you mean? Like, no, I'm not about to get a Range Rover. So who's taking care of that maintenance? I hardly want the Kia Seltos that I got, and I love my car. I hardly want that. It's okay to be average, man. The meaning of average, right? Average means, like, it's not negative. You're right in the middle. And that's where most people are in life. They're right in the middle, bro. Like, you're right in the middle. Like, I need people to understand that being average doesn't mean being lazy, unmotivated, or mediocre. Because a lot of people be like, oh, like, in school, they'll be like, an average is C, right? A C average, cool. But in life, you can be average and be successful. Like, if you take J. Cole's fame away, he's an average nigga. He dresses like he don't dress like a celebrity. He used to, but now that he's gotten older, he don't dress like a celebrity. He dressed like an average guy. Like, I'm saying, like, most people are average people who just got the fame. For example, examples of people living happily fulfilled lives without being in the spotlight. I think my dad has lived one hell of a life to be able to grow up in Jersey, go to school outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Being able to take us all around the world when we were younger, all around the United States, to go to the Bahamas. My dad and my mom travel. And they live like, they don't live a life of luxury. But you would think by the way they travel, like, damn, these niggas, you know, like, they're well off. And we're average. It's okay to be, like, we're average. That's all that the Jackson household is. At least on our side. I don't know about my Uncle Marshall's side, but on our side, like, we're pretty much average. And they live a good life. They live a life that I would aspire to have one day. Like, damn, I would love to retire and take a trip every few months. Because essentially, that seems like what the fuck they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not bad to be average. Just because you're average doesn't mean that you're lazy or mediocre. It's just you're average. You could be average. You could be a hard worker. You could grind. You know what I'm saying? You could be average and be a top seller in your at your job, one of the top performers at your job. You could be average and be a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, average doesn't define success. My boss, right? Yeah, he may be my boss, but he's like an average person. Like when I be seeing these CEOs, I just see another person. Like, yeah, you run a company, but because I have a business, like, hey, yo, like you're just average. You're average. You're an average person who has a business that the business has made to be successful, but it doesn't change the fact that you yourself are still average. You may be successful, but that doesn't change the core values of who you are. Like I said, like that be the issue. A lot of people will fall into success, and when they get into success, then they feel like they have to change their appearance or who they are to be amongst the elite. And you don't got to do that. Like, why are you being amongst the elite for? For what? Like, I couldn't even tell you how much a fucking what do niggas wear these days? Um, what is it? Dior, Prada, or some shit. I don't even know what the fuck famous people wear, bro. Because I get my black shirts from Walmart. George. That's my boy George. The George brand. That's my shit right now. These black shirts comfy as fuck. They $4 or $5. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, like some of these, I got like these plaid type sweatshirts. I be getting them shits in the fall in Florida. I be getting them. Or was it the summer? Maybe the summer or the fall. But I be getting them because they comfy and they George too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only brand thing I got on right now, only brand thing that I really wear is my Crocs and my Nike Dry Fit socks. And that's only because, like, I get athlete's foot a lot. Otherwise, I'll be wearing regular socks. But because I get athlete's foot a lot, then I got to wear Nike Dry Fit socks. They help me out. But, you know what I'm saying? The most brand thing I probably got in this house is my Rodecaster, my iPhone, my Canon camera, and my PS5. And this brand new tumbler I got. But it's not even a Stanley. You know what I'm saying? This is fire. You see, look, you know what I'm saying? Florida A&M. This is fire. But it's a regular Stanley. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Stanley brand, but it's something close to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live in an average apartment. I'm just an average guy, and it's okay. Like, would I love to live in a nicer apartment? Yes. Can I afford it? Because rent out here crazy. Rent out here is fucking wild. Rent out here is insane. It's crazy, man. Let's talk about this, man. The benefits of leading a balanced, steady life. If you live a balanced, steady life, I promise you'll go far in life. Not too high, not too low, right in the middle. You'll have your highs, you'll have your lows, but you know how to truck it through to get back to that medium point. That's what I'm going through right now. I guarantee you'll live a successful life. Life is all about ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. Can't get too high, can't get too low. Got to stay cool, calm, right in the middle. And I promise you'll live a good life if you just remain who you are to the core, right? No matter how much money you get, how broke you are, you'll be fine. Because the issue a lot of people is they come into money and they forget about the people that helped them out. Oh yeah, I don't need you, man. Like, I came into some bread. Just fuck you. But yeah, you was the main one hitting my line when you needed some bread. And I was there to help you out. So return the favor. Or look out for the people that looked out for you. But people come into a little bit of fame, a little bit of success, and they act like they not this average nigga to the core. And you are. That's what you is. Because if you strip all that away, you're still an average person. I want people to embrace purpose over popularity. Once again, embrace purpose over popularity. And I say that because if you chase your purpose, that's your purpose. Your purpose will always be for you. But if you're chasing popularity, meanwhile you're chasing, I gotta get this girl because she popular. She got the fat ass. She popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna cost me a lot of money, but she'll look good on my arm. Eye candy. Yeah, that's all well and good. But when that person empties your bank account, what are you? You know what I'm saying? What are you? What's that? Once you get the person that you want, just because you get a little bit of fame and you be like, oh, I gotta level up. I hope you know like what comes with that. And I feel like that's a lot of men's problem. And I feel like that's a lot of men's problem, right? If you see, right, men who have men who, how can I put this? Athletes, for example, right? Most athletes, you see the girl they with in college and the girl they marry is two different things. Like, I'm of the mindset, right? If I ever became successful, right? I mean, like successful where like I have the fame and the fortune. I would rather want the fortune and not the fame, to be honest with you. But you know, this pod could blow up, or any pods I got could blow up at any time, and then bam, all of a sudden, I'm famous. I would not abandon the people that helped me get here because without them, I wouldn't be here. Like for the woman that has held me down in my life, if I was, you know what I'm saying, if I already have plans to marry her, so if I become famous and come into some money, I'm gonna make sure she's straight, and I am going to marry her. Like I'm saying, like don't get me wrong, I am not a fan of the soft life. I'm really not. I could really care less for it. But if I had the money to make sure that my girl had the soft life, then I would do it. But yeah, like I don't understand it when people become famous and all of a sudden they level up and they just dump the woman that they got. So are you saying that you were settling for her or you were settling for him, but you really wanted this person, but because you were only at a certain social status, you got that person? Like I don't think that's fair, and I think that's bullshit. So let's do this, right? My definition of average is typical or ordinary. Like you know what I'm saying, you're right in the middle. You just, you know what I'm saying, you're ordinary. You know what I'm saying, you live a regular life. You either got a 9 to 5. You could be average to be an entrepreneur. You got an entrepreneur. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You got your own business. You know what I'm saying. You come home. You go out. Maybe go to the gym. Do what you got to do, and that's it. That's it. That's what being average is, and it's okay to be average. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Um, but please, if you embrace your purpose over popularity, I promise you, you will go farther in life. Chasing popularity, like for example, I was TikTok famous for about like a day or two, but that's not like I'm saying. You get a taste of fame, and fame don't change me. Like I'm saying, like fame doesn't change me, or being empowered doesn't change me, because at the end of the day, like I know, like if this business ever gets off the ground, right, like really to where it could be like successful, like I'm gonna treat the janitor with the same respect that I treat my assistant. Why? Because I've been a janitor. I know these things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't understand like when companies will cut people and then give themselves bigger raises. It really should be the other way around. Like I respect what Harvard's doing. Like you know, Trump is cutting Harvard's funding, and Harvard, the president was like, "I'm gonna take a 20% pay cut, and the administration's gonna take a 20% pay cut to make sure we can still get these kids to these schools." Because those people understand that before they got to where they was at, they was like us, and I think people lose sight of that. Before people become famous, they're most likely ordinary. They're typical. They're normal. And then they become famous and they forget all about the average people or the people who helped them get to that point. Or, you know, it's like, oh, I'm famous now. I don't got to talk to you. Like, hey, man, listen. Um, I remember maybe like '08, '09. Stephen A. Smith that came to UCF, right? And I'm like, yo, this is my role model. This is crazy. I got to talk to him. I don't think I got a picture with him, but I did get to talk to him. And it was like, yo, like, he's Stephen A. Smith. His name is big. His character is big. But when you strip that away, he's just a normal person. And you know what I'm saying? And like, and when you forget about the little people, the normal people, like you don't know, like that could make their day. Like, yo, that made my whole, like, I was on a high for like 3 months. Hey, yo, like I met Stephen A. Smith. I remember back in Willingboro. I don't remember the year, It was after the year after. It was the season, the off season of when the Eagles lost to the Rams. McNabb's first championship, NFC Championship appearance. And I was dating this chick, and her mom used to date McNabb, and McNabb, I guess, came to see her or whatever. And yo, like, I met Donovan McNabb, bro. Like, and I got his autograph. I'm mad I lost it, but I got his autograph. Like, that made my fucking year. Like, hey, yo, like, that's my favorite quarterback, and I met him. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, that shit matters. Like, if I was to ever become famous, like, I'm staying extra. Like, if it's a meet and greet and I'm about to be done and there's still thousands of fans outside, I'm taking pictures, I'm signing autographs, because I know what that would mean to somebody. Because at the end of the day, just because I'm famous don't mean I don't have a heart, don't mean that I'm not an average person. My core isn't an average person. Like, I used to be them, so let me show love. Like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me show love. Let me show them that I appreciate them for helping me, for them believing in me to help me get to this point. That's all I'm saying, man. I need y'all to remember the importance of emotional intelligence, kindness, and consistency, traits that don't always trend. That's what you really need in life, not the, you know what I'm saying, what's trending on TikTok. Emotional intelligence, kindness, and consistency. That's going to get you far in life, especially the consistency in life. If you're consistent, like, right, when it comes to the podcasting space, for the most part, over these last 6 years, I have been consistent. Has there been some lumps? Yes. I go through ebbs and flows, but for the most part, I've been consistent. You can't say I haven't been consistent. And I'm saying, like, I've dropped 274 episodes over the course of my other podcast, Baby Daddy Chronicles. 3 years, and I've dropped 14 episodes. Could be more. Don't get me wrong. That podcast is less consistent, but I'm still more but when it comes to the average podcaster, I am extremely consistent, because most people start a podcast and drop it. I'm doing this for 6 years. I've seen some growth, but not to where, like, I'm on that next tier to where, like, I'm like, you know, like, I'm not where Grits and Eggs podcast is right now, or Express Yourself Black Man podcast is, or, you know, if you want to go upper echelon, Joe Budden, Charlemagne the God, you know, shit like that. I don't know if it ever will be, because they had a following before they started potting. We building this. Most people building this shit up from the ground up. You're building your life from the ground up. You control how you want to build your life, man. You control how you want to build your life. And it's hard to be average. Don't forget that, okay? So let's wrap it up, man. Remember your own journey and why you embrace the average identity. And I want y'all to shift your mindset from chasing external validation to internal peace. If you got internal peace, hey man, you'll be good. Because if you're always chasing validation from people are finicky. They'll like you and drop you at the drop of a dime, depending on what you do for them. People are finicky. Always have that internal peace, man, and you'll be all right. All right? And for those who you're feeling like you're not doing enough, keep going at it. Your time will come. If you're not doing enough, you can go a little harder. But also at the same time, make sure that you rest. I got to remember that myself. Make sure that you rest, all right? Because that's all you got to make sure that you rest. And if you think you're not doing enough because of what other people are doing around you, remember your timeline is different than theirs. You're running your own race. Your timeline is different from theirs. Shit, I used to be like, man, I can't wait. I need an apartment. I'm 35. I'm 33. I'm 34. I'm 35. I need an apartment. I can't never get no girl living at home. Man, fuck that. I fucking wish I could live back home now. Man, fuck it. And just get a hotel. I wish, bro. I swear to God. Y'all have no idea. On big sandals, I wish. I promise you that. My closing thought for today. You don't have to be viral to be valuable. Remember that. You don't have to be viral to be valuable. All right? Thank y'all for listening, man. Thank y'all for laughing. Hope I gave y'all some insight, man. I fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, The Average Show Media LLC. Comments will be, the episode link will be in the description below, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on all platforms. Spotify, Apple. I think Google Podcast is shut down. iHeart, Pandora, Good Pods. All right, that's it, man. My camera about to overheat in a little bit. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. It's your favorite Average Joe signing out, man. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Peace.